My beloved child. Tonight is not an ordinary moment in your life, even if it feels quiet around you right now. There is a strange stillness in the air, the kind that only appears before something irreversible is about to begin. You have lived many days believing you already understand your story, believing that your past has explained your future, believing that nothing truly unexpected can find its way to you anymore. But listen carefully, because a stranger is already walking toward your life, and this meeting is not random, not accidental, and not something you can avoid by looking away. This stranger does not arrive with noise or announcement. They come silently, like a shift in destiny you will only recognize after it has already touched you. You may think this is just another narration, just another voice, just another promise that sounds big. But something inside you already feels unsettled, as if a door you forgot even existed has begun to open on its own. Every disappointment you carried, every unanswered question, every night you stayed awake wondering why your life felt paused, all of it has been preparing you for this exact crossing point. You are not behind in life. You are not late. You are standing precisely where you need to be, seconds before the moment that changes the direction of everything you thought was fixed. This stranger will not look powerful at first. They may even seem ordinary. But do not be fooled by appearances, because the most dangerous changes never announce themselves loudly. They whisper, and only the ones who listen deeply can hear them. Listen now, because what I am about to tell you is rarely understood in time. The stranger entering your life is not coming to give you comfort first. They are coming to challenge the version of you that survived by staying small. For a long time, you learned to protect yourself by lowering expectations, by trusting less, by hoping quietly so disappointment would hurt less. That survival mode kept you alive, but it also kept you hidden. This stranger carries a mirror, not in their hands but in their presence. When they speak, when they look at you, when they react to your silence, something uncomfortable will happen inside you. You will start seeing the strength you tried to forget. You will feel exposed, not because they attack you, but because they see you clearly. And that clarity will scare you more than any loss you have faced before. You might want to push them away. You might tell yourself you do not need new people, new energy, or new complications. But the truth is, this stranger has been sent to interrupt the cycle you kept repeating without realizing it. Patterns break only when something unfamiliar enters the picture. This is not coincidence. This is correction. Life is adjusting your direction, not punishing you. And the first sign of that adjustment is discomfort, confusion, and the strange feeling that someone understands you without knowing your entire story. Pay attention to how this stranger arrives. They will come at a time when you feel emotionally tired, when you are not actively searching for anything new. That is important, because it proves this connection is not driven by desire, desperation, or need. It is driven by timing. You will notice small signs at first. A conversation that lingers in your mind longer than it should. A sentence they say that feels like it was meant only for you. A sense of familiarity that makes no logical sense. Do not rush to label it. Do not try to define it immediately. The mind always wants control, but destiny works best when observed quietly. This stranger will not demand your attention. They will earn it without trying. And that is how you will know this moment is different from all the others that disappointed you before. They are not here to take something from you. They are here to activate something within you that has been dormant for a very long time. You will begin questioning old decisions, old fears, and old beliefs about what you deserve. That questioning is the first step of transformation. Nothing breaks suddenly. It loosens first. And your reality is beginning to loosen right now. There is something deeper happening beneath the surface, something most people never realize until it is too late. This stranger is not only entering your life. They are also exiting another chapter of their own. They carry lessons you need, and you carry answers they are searching for, even if neither of you can explain it clearly at first. This is how real shifts happen. Not through dramatic events, but through alignment. You will feel it in moments of silence more than in moments of conversation. There will be pauses where no words are spoken, yet something meaningful passes between you. Those pauses are important. They are proof that this connection operates beyond noise. Beyond performance. Beyond pretending. And here is the part that may shock you. If this stranger had arrived earlier, you would not have recognized their value. If they arrived later, you might have been too close to receive them. Timing is everything, and this exact timing reveals how carefully your life has been unfolding, even when you thought it was falling apart. Nothing you suffered was wasted. It was shaping your perception so you could recognize this moment when it finally arrived. Now hear this clearly, because this truth changes how you see everything moving forward. This stranger is not here to stay in the way you expect. They are not meant to complete you. They are meant to awaken you. Some people come into your life not to become permanent, but to become pivotal. They shift your standards. They reset your self-respect. They remind you of the power you handed away to fear. And once that awakening happens, your entire world begins to respond differently to you. Opportunities appear where walls once stood. Confidence returns where doubt once lived. Choices become clearer. And suddenly, the life you thought was unreachable starts moving closer on its own. This is why this meeting matters so much. It is not about romance, dependence, or attachment. It is about transformation. And this is only the beginning. The stranger is closer than you think. The encounter is nearer than you expect. And once it begins, there is no going back to who you were before this moment. The moment you think nothing is happening is the moment everything is already in motion. After that first unseen shift, life will test your awareness, because the stranger's influence does not explode instantly, it spreads quietly. You will start noticing changes not outside, but inside you first. Your reactions will change before your circumstances do. Things that once triggered fear will suddenly feel smaller. Situations that once drained you will no longer have the same control over your emotions. This is not confidence coming from success. This is clarity coming from alignment. And it will confuse you, because you are not used to feeling steady without a visible reason. You will question yourself. You will wonder if this calm is temporary. But understand this clearly, this calm is not an illusion. It is a signal. A signal that your inner world is reorganizing itself to match a higher version of your future. The stranger's presence acts like a silent reset button, pressing itself without permission, without warning, without asking whether you feel ready or not. And readiness, my dear listener, is not something you feel. It is something life decides for you. At this stage, something unexpected will happen. People around you will start responding differently to your energy. Some will feel drawn to you, while others will feel uncomfortable without knowing why. This is crucial. When you shift internally, your frequency changes, and not everyone can remain aligned with that change. The stranger becomes the trigger, but the ripple spreads far beyond them. You may lose interest in conversations that once mattered to you. You may feel distant from environments that once felt safe. Do not mistake this for arrogance or isolation. This is refinement. This is your life quietly removing what no longer matches who you are becoming. And here is the surprising truth. The stranger does not force this change. They simply exist as proof of what is possible. Their presence challenges your old limits without saying a word. And that silent challenge pushes you to expand. Growth does not always feel like motivation. Sometimes it feels like discomfort, confusion, and the strange sense that you are outgrowing your own reflection. There will come a moment when you realize something that shakes you deeply. The stranger knows when to step closer and when to step back. They do not chase you. They do not cling to you. And that balance will unsettle you more than attention ever could. Because you are used to intensity being loud, demanding, and consuming. This is different. This is controlled. This is intentional. And it forces you to confront a question you have avoided for a long time. Why do you associate chaos with connection? Why does peace feel unfamiliar? This realization will not arrive gently. It will hit you during an ordinary moment, maybe while you are alone, maybe while you are busy, maybe when you least expect it. And suddenly you will understand that the stranger is not here to impress you. They are here to reveal you to yourself. That realization alone is powerful enough to change the trajectory of your decisions. Because once you see the pattern, you cannot unsee it. Once awareness enters, excuses lose their power. As days pass, you will feel a subtle pressure building inside you. Not pressure from the outside world, but pressure to live more honestly. You will feel uncomfortable pretending. You will feel tired of shrinking. You will feel unwilling to accept half-truths, half-efforts, and half-connections. This is the real work the stranger initiates. Not by advice. Not by control. But by example. They show you what alignment looks like by embodying it. And that reflection will force you to choose. You can either rise to meet your own potential, or retreat back into familiar limitations. Understand this, not everyone who meets the stranger chooses growth. Some choose comfort instead. But comfort has a cost. And once you have seen beyond it, the price feels too high to pay again. This is the crossroads moment, even if it does not look dramatic on the surface. This is where lives quietly diverge. Here is the revelation most people never expect. The stranger's role is not measured by how long they stay, but by how deeply they alter your direction. Whether they remain close or slowly fade into the background, their impact becomes permanent. They awaken a standard within you that cannot be lowered again. After this, you will no longer beg for clarity, because you will recognize confusion faster. You will no longer fear endings, because you will understand that some exits are divine protection. And you will no longer underestimate your worth, because you will have felt what it is like to be seen without performing. This is not the climax yet. This is the foundation. What comes next will challenge your courage, your patience, and your faith in ways you cannot predict right now. But one thing is already certain. The stranger has done their first work. You are no longer asleep to your own becoming. My beloved child, listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal will shake the foundation of everything you thought was ordinary in your life. The stranger I spoke of is not just any person. They carry a presence so rare, so magnetic, that the moment they enter your life, the air around you will feel different. You will notice it first as a subtle change. A warmth in your chest. A pull toward possibilities you had never imagined. From the very first encounter, there will be a spark, almost invisible to the eye, but undeniable to the heart. This stranger will challenge the very patterns of your thoughts. They will make you question the decisions you thought were final, the paths you believed were set in stone. And in this challenge, you will discover your own hidden strength, a part of you that has been waiting, silently, for someone to awaken it. Do not be fooled by appearances. This person will arrive at a moment you least expect, perhaps in a place you frequent without thought. They might smile at you, or speak a word that seems ordinary, but in that simplicity lies a profound shift. The universe has a way of choosing the right person at the right time. And this time, my child, it is you who has been chosen to experience something life-altering. You will find that their presence does not simply touch your life, it transforms it. Every encounter will leave you questioning reality, your beliefs, and even your fears. They will teach you lessons without speaking them aloud. You will feel guidance in the silence, inspiration in gestures, and clarity in moments you never anticipated. You may even feel a little afraid, for change often comes disguised as uncertainty. But fear, my beloved, is merely the prelude to growth. And here lies the most shocking revelation of all: this stranger is not here by accident. They carry a purpose that is intertwined with your destiny. The challenges they bring, the truths they reveal, will be the catalysts for a chapter of your life that has been waiting to unfold. You may not understand it at first, and it might seem overwhelming. But every step, every word, every silent glance from this person is a key unlocking a version of your life that is far greater than you have ever imagined. My beloved child, imagine a day when your world suddenly feels both familiar and completely unfamiliar at the same time. That is when the stranger's presence will become undeniable. You will feel it not just in your mind, but in every fiber of your being. Their energy will resonate with yours, shaking loose the dust of old doubts, fears, and limitations you didn't even know you carried. You will begin to notice doors opening, opportunities that seemed impossible before now appear almost as if waiting for you to step through. The first conversation you share with this person will linger in your mind long after it ends. Words will be spoken that seem ordinary on the surface, yet underneath lies a hidden truth about yourself that you have been avoiding. You will feel a pull to listen, to absorb, to understand. It will be the kind of moment that imprints on your soul, one of those rare encounters where time seems suspended and life, as you knew it, begins to shift. Do not underestimate the power of subtle actions. A smile, a glance, a gesture, these small, almost invisible interactions will leave traces that grow stronger every day. You may even find yourself questioning why certain thoughts or dreams, long buried, suddenly resurface. This stranger is a mirror, but not a mirror of what you see now, rather, a reflection of the life you are capable of creating, if only you allow yourself to embrace it. And here is a truth that will shock you: their influence is not about control, manipulation, or drama. It is about awakening. Every encounter, every interaction, is designed to push you closer to your own greatness. You will feel fear, yes, because fear is the signal that transformation is near. But alongside it, there will be a thrill, a quiet excitement, that tells you this journey is meant for you, and no one else. Finally, understand this: the stranger who enters your life is not merely passing through. Their arrival marks the beginning of a chain of events that will reshape everything. Relationships, opportunities, dreams, all will take on new dimensions. By the time you fully grasp their purpose, you will realize that life as you knew it was only preparation. What lies ahead is extraordinary. A once-in-a-lifetime awakening is unfolding, and you, my beloved child, are at the center of it. My beloved child, now you must listen closely, because the moments to come will test your heart in ways you cannot yet imagine. The stranger who has entered your life will not arrive with warnings or explanations. Their presence will feel sudden, like a ripple in a still pond, and before you can prepare, your life will begin to realign around them. Every choice you make, every thought you harbor, will begin to shift under the quiet but undeniable influence of their existence. This person will reveal truths about your own life that you have been blind to, truths that are both comforting and unsettling. You may find yourself questioning old patterns, revisiting decisions that once seemed final, and feeling a strange, irresistible pull toward paths you never considered. Each interaction will be layered with meaning, like a code only your heart can decipher. And when you finally understand, the realization will strike with the force of clarity: your life is no longer yours alone, it is now entwined with something far greater. Do not mistake this for coincidence. Every glance, every word, every moment shared with this stranger carries weight. They will challenge you in ways that seem frightening, yet you will discover strength you never knew existed. Situations that once seemed insurmountable will begin to feel like stepping stones, leading you to a version of yourself that is braver, wiser, and more alive than ever before. Your heart will race, your mind will spin, but deep within, you will sense the undeniable truth: transformation is unfolding, and it cannot be stopped. And now comes the part that will truly grip you: the stranger will not just change your perspective, they will alter the trajectory of your entire life. Relationships you thought were fixed, opportunities you believed were lost, dreams you assumed were impossible, they will all be touched by this presence. What seems like chance is actually design. What feels like randomness is orchestrated with precision. You are standing on the edge of a reality so profound that looking back, the life before this moment will feel almost unreal. Finally, remember this, my beloved child: the stranger's purpose is not to take from you, but to awaken you. They are here to show you the depth of your own potential, the hidden corridors of your heart, and the power of choices yet to be made. Fear may rise, doubt may whisper, but the truth will resonate louder. This is the beginning of a chapter unlike any other. Life as you know it is changing, and what lies ahead is extraordinary, unforgettable, and irrevocably yours. My beloved child, the moment you have been waiting for is closer than you think. The stranger in your life will soon reveal a side of themselves that is both astonishing and transformative. This is the point where subtle influence becomes undeniable impact. Their presence will no longer be a whisper at the edge of your awareness, it will become a force, guiding your every step, igniting possibilities you didn't know existed, and awakening a version of you that has been waiting, silently, for this very moment. You will begin to notice coincidences that are too precise to ignore. Meetings, messages, even fleeting encounters will carry messages that feel tailored just for you. At first, it may seem like luck or fate. But soon, you will realize that it is more than that, it is orchestration. Life, in its most intricate design, has aligned to bring this stranger into your orbit. And every alignment, every seemingly small moment, will carry a weight that shapes your destiny. Do not underestimate the power of emotional resonance. Every conversation, every shared glance, will echo within you, stirring feelings that are both comforting and unsettling. You will confront truths about yourself that you have avoided. You will confront desires that you had buried. And in this confrontation, you will discover courage, clarity, and a sense of purpose that was previously unimaginable. The stranger's presence will feel like both a mirror and a key, reflecting your potential, unlocking your future. And here is the revelation that will grip you: the stranger is not simply here to influence your life, they are here to amplify it. They will bring clarity where confusion reigned, direction where aimlessness lingered, and hope where doubt had taken root. The ordinary will begin to feel extraordinary, and your perception of reality itself will expand. Life, as you thought you knew it, will shift, leaving you on the threshold of something profound, breathtaking, and once in a lifetime. Finally, my beloved child, embrace the change that is coming. The stranger's entry is not a random occurrence. It is a catalyst, a spark, a force that will ignite the life you were always meant to live. Your heart will race, your mind will spin, but deep within, you will know, everything before this moment was preparation. What comes next is the awakening of your destiny, a transformation so powerful that you will never see life the same way again.